This Friday, with only 24 days to December 7, Ningo Pram Pram will be the next stop for the 3FM constituency debate. Incumbent NDC MP Samuel Nate George will face off with freeborn Kofite of GUM and independent candidate Angmo Richard Nate. Venue, Pram Pram Market or Lorry Park. Time, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. The 3FM constituency debate is live on 3FM 92.7, TV3 New Day and Election 360. Also online on 3FM 927 and on 3news.com. Remember, the 3FM constituency debate is live from Ningo Pram Pram Market or Lorry Park this Friday, November 13, 2020, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. It will get hotter and hotter. Supported by Star Ghana Foundation with funding from the FCDO and the European Union. Powered by your Election Command Center. Interrogating the statements, holding the powerful accountable.
In the next couple of days, all the statements that the vice president made are going to be validated. We're going to have to check. We're going to be checking them, working with some on ground, investigative journalists who will go and verify. So the government has got to know.
This is 3FM Fact Check. Straight, unapologetic. We go behind the statements and figures to dig out the real truth.
Clinics go to 3, right? Three clinics have been built in the Ashanti region, but it still doesn't tell you anything because in the district, you should be able to tell me what district. And the argument that if I have $1 million, it naturally does not make me a retail business, I think is neither here nor there because I determine as a business person ultimately what I'll do.
Tune in to 3FM Fact Check Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8:15 a.m. only on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. 3FM Fact Check. Opinions are free, but facts are sacred.
How well do you know Ghana?
Not too well, but at least I've been around some beautiful places in Ghana.
I only travel to my hometown.
Do you travel across Ghana to experience the beautiful landscape with amazing fauna and flora? Now, 3FM 92.7 is bringing you closer to various charming tourist sites in Ghana with the all-new show, Travel Pass. We'll break down issues of travel and tourism in Ghana as you enjoy our in-depth discussions on issues affecting our tourism sector on the Travel Pass Show. Join host Francis Doku and team every Sunday from 5 p.m. for an insightful conversation on travel and tourism in Ghana. Travel Pass, let's go! Experience Ghana.
3FM 92.7.
Follow us on social media. Twitter at 3FM927. Facebook at 3FM927. And also on 3news.com.
I see a woman every day in the mirror. I see a woman, and every time I look at mama, I see that woman, a wonderful woman, and a freaking woman.
Hello, good morning to you. You're live here on the Women's Take on 3FM 92.7. I'm Natalie Fort. This program is made possible through the support of Star Ghana Foundation with funding from the UK Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office FCDO and the European Union. Today I'm joined by Theresa Awuni. She's an aspiring Member of Parliament for the Okankwe North constituency on the ticket of the National Democratic Congress, that's the NDC. Now, Okankwe North is located in the Greater Accra region, and the incumbent MP is Fusaini Issa of the New Patriotic Party. Theresa, good morning to you. And thank you so much for joining us. How is everything?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. So we're just a few days to election 2020. Now, first of all, share with me what have your days been like in the lead up to the general elections?
Very stressful.
I can imagine.
But rewarding. My day starts at 6 a.m. and ends around 2
a.m.,
3 a.m.
Wow.
You know, I'm always on the move. I'm always on the move, and nothing good comes easy.
That's true.
So it's refreshing. It's refreshing to go around and listen to people.
Yeah.
You don't get tired because each and every day you hear something different,
new. Yeah,
and
that's
it
true.
gives you the zeal to move to the next person because you want to know what the next person also has.
Absolutely.
Is it different from what you have heard?
Yeah.
So my day has been really tiring and
I can
stressful.
imagine.
I want to say big thank you to all my campaign team members. They have really been there. My constituency chairman, Fifi Taylor, all the constituency executives, my younger sister, Atarimi, and your prophetic group, they've been super. And I know by the special grace of God, it will pay off.
It will pay off. Now, you say your days end at 2 to 3 a.m., yes? And start quite early as well. When we were talking earlier, you had me know you're a mother of 3, the eldest about 15, and the youngest is 3 years, is that so?
4.5.
4.5.
3, 1 month.
Okay. Ooh. Now, tell me, what impact does this have on your home? You're not home often, I can assume. Yes?
I am not home often. But thank God my eldest son, Elvis, just completed JSS.
Okay.
And so I really, between his classes and homework, was a bit challenging. But the dad is there to always give a helping hand. And so whenever I'm out, the little ones, I've been taking care of my mom.
Okay.
Sarah Awuni, she's listening. Deaconess Sarah Awuni of the Apostolic Church of Ghana.
Nice.
I want to say thank you, Mommy. You've been a great source of support to me. You have been there from day one, and I really appreciate it. And so, yes, their father occupies the space when I'm not around. And when he's gone to work, it is my mother that takes care of the kids and all that. And we have a nanny that helps around. So
it's a sacrifice.
It is a sacrifice. They miss me, but well, how for do?
Exactly.
You know,
the time will come. Yes.
They only see me when, and they wake up early because they sleep early.
Okay.
And so when I'm about to leave, they see me.
You. Good.
And I come when they are all asleep.
Do they understand the journey you're on? Have you shared with them what you're aspiring to become, and are they fully in support?
Yeah, that my eldest son, the little ones, they don't really know what is happening.
Exactly.
They don't really know. For 4.5 years, doesn't know what mommy goes about. But it's my oldest son, yes. I've had a lengthy chat with him, and I've also taught him why he should be independent and not only wait to depend on mommy.
Yeah.
Because we are here today, you never can tell what will happen tomorrow. And so I've explained to him the kind of work I've put myself up for, and why he should also support me, because I expect that he does his homework. I expect that he manages himself when I'm not around, so that that gap will not be there. You know, and so yes, he does understand.
He understands, which is important. So share with me why and when you decided to take up this role in politics. What has your political journey been like over the years?
Thank you very much. I started at a very tender age. At Achimota College. I was born at Achimota College.
You were born there.
You know, my father, my late father, was a PNC chairman. And so in our house, that's where they do all their meetings.
Okay, so it's been a part of you for some time.
Yes. They do all their meetings there. So I normally watch them. But, you know, the enthusiasm was done there because you realize that when they say NDC, the crowd is there, you know, everybody. And my father is always managing like 4 or 5 people, you know. So I was always looking at the other side. And honestly, as a little kid, I was admiring Rollins so much.
Why?
When I had the charisma and everything, I just loved him when he's speaking. So why not? I want to belong to this
the
man's,
NDC. So it was because of Rollins.
Yeah, you know, and we have one of my cousins, my senior cousins, Kwashi Anamporia. You know, he was also NDC chairman. Okay. And so he would gather us around, little kids. You know, he gathered us around and be giving us reasons why this party or this party. You know, for NDC does not do discrimination. And so as you are growing up, you have to belong to NDC. He was telling us so many things. And when they are having their meetings, they'll call me to come and be serving water. So eventually they were calling me their secretary. Okay. You know, a little girl secretary. Yeah. When they want to do something, they send me around and all that. And so I joined as a branch member, you know. By then our constituency was big. Okaikwe Central was part of our constituency. Yeah, it was part of our constituency. After SS, while I was there, and I said, no, I really want to be active. Okay. And so I spoke to one or two people. I said, why not? You are always doing party work. We are signing you up and now you can do it. Just believe in yourself. I said, okay. He said, what position do you want to contest? I said, I want to be the women's organizer. He said, okay. He was taking me to a woman who was a previous women's organizer. She's called Margaret Chiravira. Okay. I went to her house in Abeka. I said, Mom, I want to step in your shoes. Wow. I don't know how big or how hot it is. And so I want you to advise me. She said, no, my daughter, you see, you have to learn from somewhere before you get here. Besides, one of your ladies have approached me already that I should support her to become the women's organizer. So I would like you to be her deputy. And so go as the constituency deputy's women organizer. So why not? I'm ready to take up any position. So I contested and I won. In fact, the votes I got, the main substantive didn't even come close. I was shocked because I realized that people really saw the enthusiasm and my activeness in the party. And so for some time our constituency was divided. And so Kaikwe North and Central. And I said, no, I will contest for the main women organizer position. I went again and I won. Before then, I was part of the party communication team. Yes, you know, on weekends, they will be sending me around the villages. Small girl, I'll go and sit in Trotro every Saturday. Every Saturday, I was outside Accra. I'm going to Swedro and then Esukuma Dobia Brakwa. They will let somebody wait at the lorry station and pick me. And I'll go to Golden Star FM in the morning and do their morning show at 9. After Golden Star, they'll take me to somebody's house to go and sit there. I'll wait around 4 p.m. They carry me. In fact, I leave before for the second show starts at 4. That's Hope FM. And it's in one corner in a Sukuma Dobin Brakwa, where the station is very isolated. I'll be there, another person also carry me. And when they finish, they'll put me back in a trotro, and I'm heading back to Accra. And so I've really have
on the ground experience.
You know, I've really loved to do party work for a very long time. And so I contested again as a women organizer. I won, and this is my second term as constituency women organizer before I resigned to become the parliamentary candidate and the incoming member of parliament for the Okaikwe North constituency. And so I know the in and out of my constituency because I have lived, worked there, and started my political activities there. In fact, the polling station I registered at age 18. When I attend the age 18, is the same polling station I am voting in. And so that's my journey.
That's your journey. Clearly, it's from when you were much younger. You've sort of grown up in this with this sort of level of political exposure to some extent. Now, you also shared with me that you were previously working with NADMO. You've had a bit of training in cosmetology. Briefly share with us what your professional history has been like outside of politics.
Right after secondary school. In fact, when I was in school, I had passion for skin and hair. So I was always discussing, I want to do this, I want to do this. How do I learn how to? And so my elder sister, Awuni. She's a professor at Chowan University in North Carolina.
Okay.
She says, do school first. When you are done, you can add any other thing you want to do. But be done with secondary education.
Absolutely.
And I said, okay, once this is a promise, then let me hit this road when I'm done. So when I completed SS, I told her that I still have the passion to do this. And she says, why not? I should go and learn. And when there's a need for me to go back to the university, I will go. And so I went to that Cousins Dark and Lovely on the Spintex Road. I don't know if they still do training there.
I don't know.
Yes, so that's where I started. I went and trained on the human body and hair. And while I was doing the training, I was watching other people also do variety of training there. So others are doing hair cutting, others are doing relaxing, others are doing artificial extensions, others are also doing braids. And so I said no. After 6 months of learning one part, I said no, let me go into another. And so I did that. And when I finished, my family helped me to set up a salon.
And your salon is still running in your constituency?
It is, yes. It helped me to set up a salon. And I started working small. But I realized that going to the classroom to learn and learning in those normal salon learn is different. And so I told my people that I wanted to go and learn braids.
Okay.
And so I went to one salon, popular salon those time in Accra, Newtown. It's called Rasta and Conroe.
Okay.
Ajara Rasta and Conroe. It was around the Accra, Newtown, 55 area.
Okay.
I went there for a year and I did hair braids. And so I came back. While I was there, I had my salon. I had workers. People who were doing work and pay. But then I had also opened opportunity that anyone who wanted to learn for free should come. So though I had workers, I had a lot of...
And you had about 300 people.
I have trained over 300
people
who are gainfully employed today.
Currently. And this is all happening in your constituency.
Out of your studio, I can follow... You can follow me with your cameras and I'll point out their workplaces one after the other.
And they will testify.
And I know most of them are even watching us live on
Facebook. Yes, we're live on Facebook at 3FM.
Yes. And so I did all these things. Then for some time, I said, no, I have to go back to school.
Yeah.
So I went back to Gimpa.
Okay.
And I did project management. While I was going back to Gimpa, I looked for work at NADMO. I joined NADMO and I became the principal disaster control officer. I worked for NADMO for about 5 years. But I realized that I had a calling to serve my people because I've stayed in Okankwenu of my whole life. And there are so many challenges that I think we don't have the voice. We don't have the voice to advocate for us. You turn around in Accra and you look at other constituencies and you ask yourself if Okankwenu is really in the capital city. And Achimotan, Kisama Christian Village, Abofu, and Anohuma New Boy Town, we are in the center of Greater Accra. I'm sure when 3FM was coming to have the debate for us, you saw the nature of the gutters in the middle of the town, that the drains were carrying people away.
Absolutely.
Before I got to your studio,
yes, we were talking earlier about that. You visiting the family of a young boy who passed.
This morning, I visited the family at New Boy Town. I mean, I don't know how to say it. On Monday, it rained and carried their 6-year-old boy away. I'm told that the boy's slippers fell in the gutter, and the rain was carrying it away, and the boy stretched to pick it up.
He was chasing after the slipper,
and it carried the boy away, and the boy died. And so we went to sympathize with the family, and also assured them that if God gives us life and victory, the gutters there, we will come and construct proper drainage. there to avoid all these things, because our little kids should not be dying of this minor problems in the constituency. Recently, people died in our Logboshi area due to floods and all that. I don't think this time around we should be experiencing all those things. And so naturally, I have resigned, as I told you earlier, from NADMO, and I'm doing full-time politics now. I want to rescue Okai Kwenov. The Okai Kwenov needs that voice that will go and be able to lobby for them. Okai Kwenov need that voice. People will say politicians don't do this, they don't do that. But when politicians are coming for power, they promise so many things. But once the mandate is given to you, you come back and tell the people that we politicians don't do road, politicians don't do that, politicians don't do that. I know politicians with the right connections, with the right voice, would be able to advocate for their constituency.
Now you say the people need a voice. Yes, you think the people of Okankwe North do not have a voice. It's been 28 years.
24.
Since the NDC. Yeah, since the NDC.
MPP took that seat for 24 years.
For 24 years. So since the NDC won the constituency seat, what makes you confident that this time around you're actually going to win after this number of years? What's being done differently?
Thank you, Natalie. Like I said earlier, I'm a citizen of Okankwe North. I feel what they feel. I know our challenges. I know what our problems are. I did not just come from anywhere to contest. And so I'm now coming to use the 4 years to study which problems confront who. I already know the problems on the grounds. And I know that when I'm given the opportunity, which by the special grace of God, I know I'm winning these elections, I will be able to go out to advocate for them. One, we have made so many mistakes ourselves as a party in the previous years.
Tell me about those mistakes.
There are bridges we never bothered to mend. For instance, aftermath of every internal political wranglings, there are one hitches here or there. Certainly the losers who feel bitter and all that. There have been situations where aspirants feel that I have won, and so if you want, the loser must join me if he wishes. But you see, we've forgotten that the loser has nothing to lose anyway.
The loser has nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. The person who did not win the contest has nothing to lose. But you, the winner, you have everything to lose. You have everything to lose, so you need everybody
on board.
For instance, if I contested with 3 fine gentlemen, they all have families. And so if you think that you are dealing with just 3 men, put it at the back of your mind that you are dealing with 3 men plus their families and their external families. And these elections, parliamentary elections, are won by simple majority. Just 1 vote. And because I have that experience as a former constituency women's organizer, I realized that, look, these are gaps that we never bothered to really mend. And so after every primaries, you find our opponents, find the loopholes, start making friends here and there, start sharing money here and there, and before you realize, our front is divided.
How do you intend on bringing that unity, particularly so as a woman?
The moment I won my primaries, Natalie, during my campaign to become the parliamentary aspirant, I lost my big brother.
Oh, wow.
May his soul rest in peace. Kojo Awuni, but his nickname is Quick. If it got to be done, it's got to be done quick. And it really brought me down.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But right after the primaries, we did the primaries on a Saturday. The Sunday was my brother's 1-week celebration. Right after my brother's 1-week celebration, on Monday, I gathered all council of elders, all senior party people in the constituency. Unannounced, I moved to every single house of my opponents or of my brothers I contested with. I went to their houses unannounced. The second day after our primaries, I went down on my knees and I begged them. Even when I won, I did not jubilate. Even when I won, I told my people, nobody jubilates.
Yeah.
And what I said, they must listen. Because in your course of jubilation, you may unintentionally offend
another. So you
somebody.
begged them.
I begged them, look.
For what exactly?
At the grounds. When I won, I went down on my knees in front of them. And I told them that I need them.
Their support.
I didn't care who was taking pictures of me. What is ahead of us is bigger. Once we win, we are all winners. And so what is ahead of us is bigger. I'm not a proud person. I am a very strong character who speaks my mind. But I am humble and I respect a lot. And so I did all these things. I went to their houses.
What was their response? What was their response to your appeal?
Sorry?
What was their response to your appeal?
Oh, they were happy that I came. And they didn't expect that. It has never happened in the history of Okankwinov that a candidate wins and give a hand to the loser.
The opponent,
it has never happened. And so some of them were candidates themselves in the previous elections. Some of them have contested before. And they know that when they won, they never stretched forth the hand to the losers. And so they were surprised at the gesture I showed. And I came with senior party people. And I pleaded to their conscience. At least God knows I did my part. Their supporters know I did my part. They are on board and we are working. And that is what has brought the unity in Okankwinov. We have always lost because there is no sense of unity. We have always lost because we feel that, okay, let them do it and let's see. If they can't, let them do it and let's see. But I am saying Theresa can never do it alone. I cannot succeed alone. I cannot do it all by myself. I need everybody. This moving train needs everybody on board.
Would you say that this is a difference that is brought by a woman?
Yes.
Yes? Yeah.
Yes. Yes, this is a woman who has sat back and underlined the issues in the past and finding solutions to them. Being it a man would have said, oh, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. We have a team. Come on, let's go. But no. I think the woman factor is what is playing the trick. And we have never had a female parliamentary candidate in 24 years. And so everybody wants to see
the difference
what I am bringing on board.
Absolutely.
And Natalie, you see, the time I was training these girls for free, I didn't ask their political background.
This is the hairstyling, the ladies who were being trained.
Yes, I didn't ask their political background. And so I had the relationship with their mothers, with their sisters and all that. Today it is paying off. You will find somebody who is not in my party. But say, this lady trained my daughter without taking a cent from me. It is a payback time. And so it pays to be nice.
It does.
Don't be nice because you want to gain something from the people. Natalie, I never ever dreamt that time that today I'll become the parliamentary candidate.
And would need their support. I
did what I had to do because it was a calling and a passion. That passion to serve, that passion to help people, it's in me. Everyone that knows me, I mean, you can do your independent survey on me. This aspect will always come out. And one thing I don't also do, I don't discriminate.
Based on party affiliation.
If you come and meet me with ghetto guys, sitting and chatting and eating, you will look at me twice. You understand? Put yourself in their shoes or their family shoes. If your child was this boy, will you throw the child away? If you won't, as a mother, what support can you give apart from the parents? Because the parents may have gotten fed up with them. And their hope is somebody they look up to. They look at you, madam, madam, we like it. And so if these people like you, what impact can you make on their lives? Once you have that connection with them, you need to use that connection to draw them closer to you and see if you can make any impact. You can bring meaning to their lives.
Absolutely. Now let's talk a bit about, when I was reading through your policies that you've spelled out for the constituency, still with regards to supporting women in the community, you mentioned the establishment of what you termed as the Business Support Initiative, where you're planning to set aside the first 6 months of your salary as an MP, should you win, to support businesses that are solely owned by women in the constituency. Explain what exactly this is about and how it's going to operate.
Natalie, you realize that most women are into business.
Yeah, that's true.
And what I realized as I went around was that people who have taken loans, that really is breaking their homes, that they didn't really need it. Somebody may be selling eggs. How much does it cost to buy 10 crates of eggs for somebody? But somebody, so they are giving loans here, go and take. Somebody selling egg will also go and write their names and take the loan. But the work they are doing, they cannot
pay back. Yeah.
And they'll end up, because the money is sitting in the house with them. They look at it, let me,
They misuse it.
Yes.
Mismanage it.
Eventually, police will be chasing them up and down. We also have the aged in the constituency who have no help anywhere. Even though we have LEAP, LEAP has been politicized. If you don't belong to a certain party, you won't get. And so as a member of parliament, what can I do differently to alleviate all the suffering? I said my first 6 months salary will be set aside to support all these small traders. Money you won't pay back, but make sure you put it into good use so that the next time somebody will also benefit.
What system would you have to track that they're using the money the manner in which they should be using it?
Right now, even now, I've asked them to form groups and state what they do. And so we have people who go and check, you know, and know that really this person is into this person is into that, and all that. Those who want bigger amounts, we will tell you that work with it without payment. But then within this period, you should be able to get the money back and give it to your next person who will also be needing it. And so it revolves around them. And it eases that stress of going to take bank loans and all that. I've also talked to aged in the community. And I realized that, Natalie, they go to hospitals with their card and they only come back with paracetamol. But thank God for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. He's coming to give them free health care. Every district hospital that they go into, they will access health care freely. But until then, what I can do is to be giving little support. Not if somebody goes to the hospital and the person is given a medication of 100 Ghana, and you are able to offer that 100 Ghana. Do you know the kind of blessing you get?
Certainly, it is a joy. And you'll do this just as self-funded.
Do you know? I'm saying I'll set aside my 6 months salary.
You'll set aside, and it would include this. You're saying, because you mentioned it would include women-owned businesses. It would include the elderly who have healthcare needs.
Yes.
And you're sure you can commit your 6 months salary to this?
I can, and I'm winning this election, so I would like you to hold me accountable to this.
Certainly, we will.
You understand me? I can do it. It is as at now. I don't like mentioning them, but as we are here, I'm doing such things. There are few old ladies I have adopted that I give little token every month. This is not difficult for any member of parliament to do. Why do we lead the people if we cannot support them? Why do we take up certain positions? Is it just to enrich ourselves? Is it just to enrich ourselves? Politicians must learn that people have trust and certain hope in them.
Expectation.
Expectation, that's the right word.
Yeah.
That is why they put them in office. And so if you are voted for, at least show that leadership.
And respect, really.
And respect. Show that leadership and respect. There are members of parliament when you go and you just even want audience, they insult you. There are members of parliament today in Okaikwe North who are exchanging blows with their citizens. I don't think it is the way to go. Why are we called honorable members? It means we have to live above certain class. There's majority youth employment in Okaikwe North. Majority youth unemployment. Do you know that the whole of Okaikwe North, we don't have a single library? And so in this COVID-19 stage, where do you expect the students to go and learn? And so today, you have kids who have been given homework to go and do online. Where do you think you find the kids? You find them in the cafes because they don't have smartphones. And how many mothers today will have smartphones and give it to their children that stay home, I'm going to sell in the market. Stay home and do your homework on my smartphone. Naturally, you and I will not do it. Before you get home, they would have crashed the phone. And so any parents would like to say, oh, take this money and go to. While we sit and call our children scammers, do we bother to ask what causes all those things? Do we bother to, as leaders of the community, to at least see how we can curb those things? Because if you offer opportunities to them and they don't take advantage, you can come back and call them names.
But if you don't, then there's really no...
You understand what I'm saying? If you, they are really poor people living in Okaikwe North.
Yeah.
No politician can feed anybody, but you can create the enabling opportunities for people to become what they want to become. Why? We will all fade out one day or the other. What future are we nurturing in Okaikwe North? If you are a politician and you don't think of this, you have no business being in politics. Because you cannot be here forever. You cannot. Even if they vote for you to take the seat 100 times, you will certainly one day, by nature's own doing, you will go. What kind of future do we want? What kind of legacy are we leaving? For the past 24 years of the MPP in Okaikwe North, Natalie, they have no single project to show for it.
Yeah, I was just about to ask
why do we vote?
What your assessment is of the incumbent MP, Fusaini Issa.
For Fusaini Issa is the worst of all the MPP have produced. He's the worst.
Why do you say so?
Of all the, and I'll tell you why. He's the worst of all the MPs MPP have produced in Okaikwe North. Why? We have Fusaini Issa. Where was he working? He was working with Data Bank, isn't it? And he resigned to become a member of parliament. In any case, he wasn't even a member of Okaikwe North. He only came and acquired a card. And I'm saying this on authority. He only came when he wanted to contest 4 years ago to get a card to belong to Okaikwe North. Even though his parents lived in Okaikwe North, he wasn't a card-bearing member of Okaikwe North. He never registered in Okaikwe North. He only came there because the opportunity offered itself. And so I don't blame him much because he is not part of the people. He doesn't know the suffering of the people. You have this opportunity. And we are hoping, because when he came, he said so many things. He said so many things. This is a member of parliament who go and sit on TV stations and say the youth of Okaikwe North, they don't like work because they are scammers. You, who is a member of parliament, what opportunity have you created for these children? If you create opportunity for them and they are not able to tap into it. You have right to call them names. Until then, you do not have the right to call them names. These scammers you call, they all have families who will be voting in December. The current MP has done absolutely nothing. He takes our common fund, he takes our gets fund, whatever, and other, there's this school that they are putting up, GMPC is putting up a classroom block in Alubushi, and he goes around touting that he is doing it, and we want him to even bring documents. Let him come and prove to us that this is what the MP's common fund is doing. We want to know what the common fund is meant for. This is the current MP we have in Okankwe North, has no relationship with any assemblyman in the constituency. You can come to the constituency, I can offer you phone numbers, let them phone in and debunk this. I am just an aspiring member of parliament, but I have sat with almost there are 6, I'm yet to reach the 2. I have sat with almost every assembly member to know the challenges in their electoral area. Because as a member of parliament, you can't just go promising heaven on earth when you don't even know what is on the ground. The assembly members have been voted for. And so if you want a working relationship, look, put partisan politics aside and get closer to the assembly members and ask them their challenges. Today, the MP in Okankwe North, his achievement in Okankwe North is bringing Bolaka in the evening and they are announcing Fuseni about Mufa Bolambra. Fuseni about, that it is happening. It's happening. If you want, I can capture it and send it to you. Is this what we want? Is this what Okankwe North has been reduced to? What is happening to the common fund he receives from the assembly? We have drainage problems. Today, because it's 3 weeks or 4 weeks to elections, he's going to put sand in Aloboshi and say he wants to come and construct the road. Yes, he went and dumped sand on the street and say he's coming to do the road. You see that era of deceit in politics, that era where politicians will wait when it's getting to elections. They say, oh, if you want loan, come and take. If you want this, come and take. If you want this, come. I have told my people that no curses of a politician will kill you. Take it and pray over it. You will not die. If they bring, they are sharing fridges. If they bring it, you take it. They are sharing helmets. If they bring it, you take it. They are sharing motorbikes. If they bring it, you take it. They are sharing money from 500 to 5,000. When they bring the money, take it. Look, I was saying something. He was working with Data Bank. Who is his boss at Data Bank? Ken Oforiatta. Is Ken Oforiatta not the Minister of Finance today? Is Fuseni Issa's party not in power today? If Fuseni was working with Data Bank and Oforiatta was his boss, now the finance minister, and now the finance minister's brother is the president of Ghana, and Fuseni Issa cannot lobby anything for Okankwe North, he has no business being the member of parliament of Okankwe North, because he has all the opportunities at the corridors of power to lobby for us. But he does not have the lobbying skills. He does not have the lobbying power. And I think that giving Fuseni Issa the mandate again is going to be a disaster in Okankwe North.
Now, if you just joined us, you're live here on the Women's Take on 3FM 92.7. The program is made possible through the support of Star Ghana Foundation with funding from the UK Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, that's FCDO, and the European Union. I'm Natalie Fort and I'm engaging today with Theresa Awuni. She's the aspiring Member of Parliament for the Okankwe North constituency on the ticket of the National Democratic Congress, that's the NDC. Now, Theresa, I'd want to get your thoughts on something. Your flag bearer, John Dramani Mahama, he's earlier announced this year that there's going to be a 10 billion accelerated infrastructural plan, which he's dubbed the Big Push. Yes? Now, he's going to inject some 10 billion into dollars, that is, to dualize our roads, to complete a remainder of the community senior high schools, finish hospital projects, and so on. Reading through your plans for the constituency, you've webbed these into your policies, saying they are going to train the youth of Okankwe North to take advantage of these. Clearly, help us understand what exact training you're going to offer them and how you're going to offer this.
Thank you very much. Under the Big Push, there will be so many opportunities for people to work. For instance, if you are going to work with those who are doing the constructions. You will need masons. We will need carpenters. In fact, we will need caterers, because we need people who will cook for those who are working. And so the big push is going to create opportunities for almost everybody. How do you take part if you are not skilled? Because if there's road construction, in fact, in the near future, if I'm lobbying for road in Okaikwe North, I will not go and take labor. The contractor will not go and bring me labor outside my constituency, because it would have. I mean, I wouldn't have benefited anything apart from the road. The construction firm, you're saying the labor should come from. Yes, the construction firm, though you give the contract to a contractor, but I would insist that laborers must come from my constituency. Carpenters for your site must come from my constituency. If you are not skilled, trained, how do you take opportunity or take because the firm would be looking out for quality as well? Exactly. Yes. Why if you are not, if you don't have the requisite training, how do you take advantage of it? So right now, I'm even training a lot of people. Those who want to do driving, I've told them, even today after here, I'm going to make payments for somebody. Those who want to learn driving, those who want to learn excavator driving, those who want to do mason, whatever you want to do, come and let's talk. Come and let's talk. If you have to start the training now, we will start it. So how are you going to train those who support, say, the constructors? Yes, not just the contractor, because you need to position them in such a way that they can take advantage of it. Because if His Excellency John Dramani Mahama comes to offer the opportunity, it's not just to push party people, but to also put quality people to deliver. And so you have to position them in such a way that when the opportunities come, it's not today that they'll come and say, oh, we need this kind of people. So you just put the person there, the person will go and learn. No. You must be ready for the job. You must be ready for the job. We have a section, the TVET, that people who have learned trade. Technical and vocational. That technical, yes. Those who have learned trade and they don't have the machines to go and work. And there are people who also need support to go and learn trade. There are people who need not just support, but they need the training itself. We are availing ourselves to give all these people that kind of push to benefit. If all these youth fall into this bracket, and the next 4 years they have something doing, we will not have idle youth anyway. Because the devil finds work for the idle hands. And so this is what I am saying, that every abled youth in Okaikwe North, come and join. There are several trainings ongoing. There are opportunities that will come when we win power. And so for me to be able to bring your quota, you need to position yourself so that when it comes, they'll not just say, oh, they are giving to party people, but they are giving to people who are qualified to also benefit from it. Now, still talking about jobs for the youth, you've also mentioned in your policies the establishment of a support fund to cushion startups and businesses owned by the youth. I want to clearly understand how you intend on having this fund operate. Identifying those young persons who have businesses and then dishing out the money to them. How do you intend on this fund operating? This is in our manifesto. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has said that we are going to support businesses, local businesses. And so it's all planned in our manifesto. These aspects, I am just going to tap into it and lobby for our share of it into our conference. Because His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, his second coming is not just come to sit and do family and friends. His second coming is not just come to sit and watch Ghana drill as it is doing. He's coming to take this nation to the next level. And I am urging every abled body person in Ghana that join the NDC, because we are winning. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is coming again. It will be like a joke, but he is coming to rescue this nation. And there will be opportunity for all, not for few. If you recollect in his previous administration, he even gave support to people who are not members of his party. The last State of the Nation address he read before we went out of power, there were Cadbury MPP members who came to testify that this opportunity was offered to train, to rear animals, to do this, to do that. We help regardless of your political colours. And that is what is happening in Okankwe. You don't see me doing NDC politics and that ends it. I have called everybody in Okankwe, whichever party you belong to, believe in the agenda for change. Because even if you are a member of MPP in Okankwe, today and you go out, you don't know what to tell the people. People are now realizing that, so they have been here for 24 years. Then they should account for the 24 years. And I'm telling you, if you give it back to Hussein Issa, he's coming to continue what you know he has done. What you know that he's doing now. He is coming to continue. Whenever I go, whichever house I enter, they tell me that, Madam, promise us that when you come, you will not come and be insulting us. When you come, you will not come and be arrogant over us. When you come, when we are waving you, you will not roll up and only roll down. And so I'm picking a lot of things from the grounds. And it is preparing me towards the big task ahead. Because I realize that the ordinary people in Okankwe, they just want to feel that they are part of you.
They want to belong.
That is all they need. Involved. That is all they need. That is all they need. And this is not too much to offer. We are coming with hope. The NDC manifesto is a manifesto of hope. You know, when we're going around and taking views of people, they were laughing at us and said we have lost ideas. Look, yesterday I was hearing Baumia saying somewhere that meeting students and telling them that when they come, they will make sure that they will give them loans in the university so that which part of their manifesto did they put this? Just because His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said that when we are back to power, it's going to be champe. Parents will pay half, government will take half. Now they are finding a different tune or different song to sing. His Excellency John Mahama has the superior manifesto and he has the ability to do it. Have you realized that they've started stealing? They've started, in fact, they have started implementing some of his manifesto promises. That should tell Ghanaians that the Ejumara himself, who have put it on paper, this is a contract he has signed with Ghanaians, that when I come, I will do it. The NPP is only coming to make a noise because they don't have it on paper. And when you come, you cannot challenge them because it's not in their manifesto. But those who have promised, they will deliver.
Now, talking about the NDC, you've got a female vice presidential candidate this year. Yeah. Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. As a woman, as a passionate, strong woman, as you described yourself to be, does this excite you?
It excites me a lot. It has given me hope. You know, sometimes when you stand in front of men, not only to talk, but do politics, you think twice. Hey, what I'm going to say, won't they take it wrongly? Won't they take it wrongly? But her zeal and her passion, oh my God, where was she all this while? Okay. Her passion, I knew her as a minister, but I didn't know she was the calm type for me. She was just too calm. But the fire in our vice president, it's not the talkative type. It's not the empty promise type. It's not the one who gives wrong economics figures type. No. Professor Nana knows what she's about. And every woman in Ghana should be proud to have her as the vice president of the Republic of Ghana. She's going to be our next vice president by the special grace of God. And I know women and children are going to benefit a lot from her rich experience. When she's speaking and you listen to her, you carry so much back home. And this is what we are all looking up to. For that she impacts into us, the future leaders, so that we take it up from there.
And talking about women, how do you intend to get more women, particularly in your constituency, into governance in Ghana?
Well, I believe that every woman should be given the opportunity. Not only into... I always tell them that, look, it doesn't matter whether you are literate or an illiterate. It's what you are able
to do.
What you are able to present yourself for. You know, I have encouraged a lot of young ladies, especially in my constituency. I have them at Arami and a group. They are working day and night. Florence and I can't mention all the names. They are on the streets and they are learning. They are learning the hard way. Look, these are young ladies. That's because I told them that, look, we can do it together. I called, I said, we can do this together. If I can do it today, tomorrow you'll be better than me. They've taken it upon themselves and they are everywhere. Natalie, it will interest you to know that I don't offer them a dime. Most cases, people will be looking at them. She must give us money to work, or she must give us transport to do this. I'm just watching them with so much excitement. These are people who are really looking up to you. When I look at the sacrifices they are making, it tells me that, look, these people have some level of belief in you and they want you to deliver. And so they are also emulating and they'll become stronger than me. As I speak to you, I am doing training this morning at a suburb of my constituency, Christian Village. I say hello to my hardworking assembly member, Daniel Jade and Senor. I salute you all at the Christian Village. All my women waiting for me right now, I say Aiko. We are doing soap and parasol training. Right from the studio, that's where I'm going to. We want to impart skill training onto people so that they will have livelihood. Today, if somebody has something doing, they will not meet you and ask money. If you support your people, politicians feel that when somebody is coming to you, the person is only coming to ask for money. There are lots of people who don't just come to ask for what to put in their pockets, but they want you to help them to get knowledge.
It's about teaching people to fish as opposed to just...
Exactly, and that's what I believe in. And I am not waiting and say that I want to become member of parliament before I do it. This is my passion. I have done it before and I'm continuing. It's like something that is part of me. You understand? So I'm urging everybody out there. If you are listening to me, please start heading towards the RC school at the Christian Village. It's going to be massive today. When you are coming, bring your containers, because all that we are going to be learning today, we will share all to you to take back home. And so bring your containers, you take back parasols and then liquid soaps to your house. We want to give you training. We want to teach you how to fish so that tomorrow you can also impact it onto others. That is the only way Okankwe North can lift the burden of suffering of especially women in the constituency.
Theresa Awuni, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you this morning. She's an aspiring MP for the Okankwe North constituency on the ticket of the National Democratic Congress. And thank you all for making time joining us here on the Women's Take here on 3FM 92.7. The program was made possible through the support of Star Ghana Foundation with funding from the UK Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office FCDO and the European Union. We'll join you same time on Tuesday, that's next week Tuesday at 10 a.m. for more on the Women's Take. Theresa, thanks a lot for your time. We'll be following up on your journey and see the outcome.
Thank you, Natalie. I'm grateful. And thank you, women from Mahama. You are great.
Okay, thank you. Enjoy your day.
Woman, I see a woman every day in the mirror. I see a woman. And every time I look in mama, I see that woman, a wonderful woman, an African woman, mother of nature, beautiful woman,
92.7 3FM. Your urban lifestyle radio. Lifestyle radio. Lifestyle radio. Lifestyle radio. Lifestyle radio. Lifestyle radio. Lifestyle